things: dream, you have to be a dreamer, and you have to be passionate about what you do. If you have the two things integrated within, then 1 + 1 is equal 11. They don't equal 2 anymore. They just give you that beautiful extra mileage. I become extra miler. You do more things than what you do. And this is what we've been trying to tell and to teach and to transfer the knowledge, is how to have the heart and the mind synergize, work together to create a better tomorrow. When I started, that was 22nd of February 2009. And I remember I stood up on the same podium here. And that was during the meltdown period of the financial crisis. And I said, financial crisis is here to last. It's not going to be a day or two, but it will have triple effects that will drag the whole world to the drain. And for that reason, there is a buzzword spoken at the global level called sustainable development. And those days when I started speaking sustainable development, I was just like an alien coming from a different planet on the earth here. I said, what the hell is this now? What do you mean about sustainable development where the whole world is talking about the financial crisis and the impact of it? I said, this is the future. Sustainability and sustainable development. And those days, the United Nations is celebrating the 8 Millennium Development Goals, they used to be called. And they had a target from 2000 to 2015. They would be achieving a lot together because it is better together. And the world leader decided to, through those 8 Millennium Development Goals, will make a better tomorrow, a brighter tomorrow. But guess what? Things was getting worse, not better. And the financial crisis came to cut us in the middle, in half, and to tell us that whatever you guys are doing is not enough. And you need to have a paradigm shift in your thinking process. You need to think differently to take care of this planet, to take care of this world. The way how you're thinking is wrong. So the UN understood this. And they said, you know what? 8 goals are not enough. We need to stretch them. We need to come with the 15. And they say, we swear, for you, the whole world, sign on them, work through them, then we will achieve that remarkable future. We'll be living in peace, love, harmony, and we'll have enough business for everyone. So they came up with a very long list, 17 goals instead of 8, almost double. And they say through those goals, we can create a difference. So I was excited because it just came in line with what I was preaching those days. It was 2009 when I started with something called sustainability, sustainable development. And then it was 2015 when they came up with that list. Right? And in between, from 2009, 2015, I authored my first book about sustainability, and I did name it Sustainability, the Fourth Wave of Economy. And everyone was debated, you're not an economist, who's on earth is Rashid, is trying to come up with a new philosophy. We're still living in this age of information and intellectual, and he's proposing a new age. I said, yes, it is going to be a new age, sustainability. And I think I'm right. Every single corner of this globe, wherever you go, every president of a country, the first thing he says, and instead of saying in God we trust, they say in sustainability we trust. They have rephrased their statements. That's the reality. Whether it is a political or they're running for a presidential seat or whatsoever, Sustainability has to be used, and environment comes with it. So I've been doing a lot on this regard. And then when the goals, they came out, I authored my small booklet called I Am Committed. And I said, I'm really fully committed to those 15 goals. And through this lovely small book, I've written a story of mine related to each goal, telling everyone who reads that book that you can make a difference too. I'm sure you have a story within you about sustainability and sustainable development. And one of those 15 goals, I'm sure that you're at this stage, you're reaching on life, you have done something. Please note it down, write it down. And my message in the book says, please do share it with your smaller world called the family, and in the community, and in the rest of the world. And since then, I've seen the commitment and the people who participated in the program here, the people who said, yes, we did see a change in ourselves, in the families, and the community. A lot of people went for a higher positions, not only here, outside the countries, and they're still in touch with us. Right? As the MC said this morning, we have really representative and people who've thrown all the way to come to this. But one of the remarkable people here, Professor Philly, who traveled all the way, Sadi, who traveled all the way from every coast just to be with us that far. Thank you very much, Professor, for being with us. And I'm sure people will network, will exchange the knowledge, and would love to see your effort and what you have done in this field of sustainability that far. We have people from Europe, from UK, from France, from Germany. We have people from Asia, from India, Pakistan, we have from Saudi Arabia, and we have from U.A.E. So I'm really happy to see the amount of diversification among the participants here. So it's a knowledge, and we need to exchange knowledge to the best we could. Latif says, please shut up, your time is up. Thank you very much. You're terminated. It was written something like, you remember those old days? The physicians used to write prescriptions, medicine, which you can never read. So this is what you have written here. The only thing I could read is 17. Okay, where is it? He said, I am committed to the 15 goals. He says, he's correcting me too. So you're twice terminated. You said, I am committed to the 15, there are 17 goals. Sorry, sir. Anyway, we have the UN representatives here. I think, come on. By the way, please give them a round of applause for the UN representatives here. We have His Excellency Mr. Khalid and Ayat, both of them here. Why don't please you stand up and just show the face of the audience here to give you another round of applause. Are you waiting for something more to be said? All right, I don't know. Do you want to remind me of something? All well? You want me to shut up? All right. Anyway, I would love to say a big thank you for each one of you who made it today. And he or she decided to invest their time with us today. Please consider your time here as an investment. I could see, mashallah, almost the room is full with great people, great minds. Do your level best to exchange your business card, your thoughts about the sustainability and sustainable development. As I said, we have this much people from this much nationalities and this much knowledge. So please capitalize on this great moment and keep moving forward for a brighter tomorrow. It is better together. I always keep saying, if it's not here, then where? If it's not you, then who? So we have to take the pledge now. We have to move forward for a brighter tomorrow. Are we all committed? For a better tomorrow? Brighter tomorrow? No lunch then today. Thank you.
Thank you. His